Welcome back to our marathon review, and now we're gonna cover The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, starring Daniel Craig
Rooney Mara,
Rooney Mara,
Christopher Plummer, Stellan Skarsgård, Jolie Richardson,
Alan Dale,
Robin Wright. Yeah.
Oh, Robin Wright, that too, and one actor I haven't seen in a long time, Steven Berkoff. Berkoff was the bad guy from Beverly Hills Cop. One. It's like, wow, I haven't seen this guy in a while. So there. So this movie is obviously based on the
Millennium series of books by Stieg Larsson.
The highly acclaimed novel by Stieg Larsson. Yeah. So it's the first in the series. And basically the story here is about a disgraced journalist,
Mikael Blomkvist.
Blomkvist.
They're all Swedish, supposedly. All Swedish.
Played by Daniel Craig, who was given a second chance to solve a mystery of,
It happened in the 60s.
Happened in the 60s with where this
the family, the Wanger family in Sweden. Apparently, they're a pretty prominent family, but one of the younger Wangers back then, Harriet, suddenly disappears. So there's an assumption that she died.
Yeah, she got murdered.
But Christopher Plummer's character, Henrik Wanger, isn't convinced, and he's been dedicating 4 decades to finding out what happened, and he decides that he's going to use Mikael Blomkvist, who's been disgraced. If he wants to maybe save his reputation, he'll help him out if Blomkvist helps solve this mystery.
And Elizabeth Salander figures into this when she does a background check on Mikael Blomkvist, and then
Goran Visnich is also part of the movie.
Yeah, from ER. And she figures in later on, actually, in the story when Blomkvist brings her in as a
research assistant.
As a research assistant. Yeah. So this is a very long movie. Yeah. But it's dense.
Yeah.
It's very dense. It's like they were basically trying to get the whole novel in 2 hours and a half.
Props to David Fincher. Props to David Fincher for that.
Yeah. Rooney Mara. Wow, I have to say,
she does not look anything like she did in The Social Network.
No, far from it.
Yeah.
And I found her really captivating.
Yeah.
Wow, she just caught my eye. I mean, hell, she looked like a frigging female Marilyn Manson, but she's still
very attractive.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, same. I don't know.
Yeah, she's just very attractive. I don't know if it's the accent, the way she acted,
I found it sexy, man.
Yeah.
I found it sexy, and
she was so in your face with everybody. She didn't care. She wasn't gonna apologize.
Right.
She never did.
She was such a badass character. I really found her attractive for some reason. And
I'd like to reiterate that neither of us read the books.
Yeah.
So we entered the cinema with no real background on it.
Exactly. The whole time I wanted to watch this movie, I was like, I didn't know what the big fucking deal was.
Yeah, because I have so many friends who've read the books, at least the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the first book. And I even bumped into a teacher of mine earlier, and he's like, I love the book, so I want to watch this. So we didn't have that kind of baggage holding us down. So we just came in there and like, okay, let's see what happens. So we didn't know how it was going to end.
Right.
And I think that really helped.
Yeah.
Because the ending, the mystery, when it was solved, we're like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a bit of a slow burn though.
Yeah.
At the beginning. It's a bit of a slow burn, but it builds up slowly.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. It really builds up slowly here, and
because you're trying to introduce the characters of both Blomkvist and Lisbeth Salander.
Yeah.
And to create depth for both, it takes a while before they meet. Before their paths meet.
And you're wondering the whole time, like, okay, how is she gonna figure in?
Yeah. How are their lives gonna intersect?
Yeah.
Because when everybody knows that there's a big rape scene featuring Rooney Mara, and so when it happens, you're like, oh man, it's painful. That can't happen. But you're still wondering, okay, so how is this gonna get to the point where the mystery happens? It does get there. Yeah. I'm very happy it got there, and it completed. It made her a more complete person, being part of the team with Blomkvist.
But the nice thing about that is that the payback after the rape scene. Oh,
when they say payback's a bitch, payback is Lisbeth Salander.
Yeah. Yep.
It's true.
Nasty.
Nasty.
I'm sure every guy when they watch that episode, were squirming in their seats.
Yeah,
Nasty.
yeah, literally.
Same levels that same levels that scene from Immortals, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Or even worse.
Yeah.
Even worse. Even worse.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought Fincher, he kept a lot of his quirks in check.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't expect a lot of very fast close-ups of like certain things. He kept it very minimal, similar to what he did for Zodiac, I think. But I think for me, this movie really was Rooney Mara.
Oh yeah.
It was all Rooney Mara. Oh yeah, of course Daniel Craig's decent. It's hard to see.
It's hard to see him as vulnerable because he's
Yeah.
been James Bond.
Exactly.
You keep expecting him to kick somebody's ass.
Right. You
You
know,
know, like, come on. This guy, you can kill him. You're James Bond.
yeah.